9 counts. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Nine counts. I am utterly grateful. As a leading spokesperson, you have done a wonderful job. As a leading spokesperson, you have healed even through getting it for yourself. Here you go, God. Here you go. And you care. And you care for the rehab. And you care for the present, the past, and the future. And you care. One thing is for sure, when we come into, or when we've came into, and when we come through the world, our clothing may not be as such. Our clothing may not be as such as the fact that it may not be as perfect, as meticulous as words cometh out of one's mouth. The words that cometh out of one's mouth, in most cases, cometh from the heart, the mind is speaking. This is the kind of adab that our children need. Our children are missing something that their parents have missed themselves. Collaborating what has taken place in the time of the Rasul. Who's the Rasul? The Rasul is Nabi. Who's Nabi? Nabi is one who brings the message from on high. The highest for that which is the most high, given and not to be hoarded. It is not to be hoarded. If you hoard it for yourself, then you're doing it for yourself. When you know to love yourself, then you can give back to others. When you know to do it for yourself, then you know to give back to others. Internally is external, and what's external is internal. Introverted is extroverted. If you're extroverted and know how to be introverted, then you come in peace. You be about peace. Those children that have a problem with speaking verbally, vulgarly, that's because they don't know their native tongue. They only have one language, I guarantee you. So if you talk about schools over for adults, then they must going to be going to school with their children that they have already. You think? Yeah, I have some place to visit. Once I go to that place and visit, then I'm going to show even greater gratification for the stability, the ability, and the appreciation for the woman who covered me, who supported me, and who also have safeguarded me to the best of her ability. Let that be known. Let that be so. Because the soul of the known is to know and understand that when the Messiah Isa spoke in the womb of his mom, if there was something incorrect, he was able to tell her, nope, You fast. Nope. Don't speak to mankind. Nope. Don't speak to nobody. Nope. Just give them signs. You mean to tell me this means white supremacy? Only? No, don't tell us that. You missed the point about the fact of, and the fact of, and the fact of, and the fact of. Male children are going to always be expressatory. When they express themselves, especially when they know their muki, mukminum, of comfort, of stability. That which seems to be lost inside is regained to life. Remember that. That which seems to be lost is a gain. Let it be a gain, because you're gaining for the having been given. You was given, so you gain. And you gain for having cared for till life. This thing about marriage, and you say, well, the pastors say holy matrimony. Holy matrimony, that's what they say, okay? Till death do you part. Yeah, look at my eyebrows, okay? I don't see nothing funny about it. I don't see nothing directly insufficient understanding about it. Till death do you part. Nowadays we are dealing with a such thing that brings about temptation to the husband and to the wife. So that contract, now you have this contract of marriage certificate. Then you have a contract for life insurance. Then you have a contract for car insurance. Then you have a life contract for whatever kind of insurance. You make the list. You do it yourself. Because I want to say, who's more consistent about the payment? You speak to a woman that's what? She's 75 years old. She knows something. Well, I'm about 10 to 15 years before I reach anything like that. However, and if I was the kind of woman, an American woman, or any kind of woman that feels though she don't need to tell nobody what's her age, well, when you go see Uncle Sam, when you go get a passport, they want to know every blatant spectacle of you. Yeah. And then they say, oh, what's that? What's this? What is it? What is it? And then they said, no, you got to take that off. You got to take it off. See, that means that institutionally, you are to be evaluated as to that which you came from and that which you return to. Did that make any sense? You came in the world with no clothes on. Then the nurse prepared you, cleansed you, gave you full what you call cleanliness. But when you reach this methodology of what I'm explaining to you, you call it the baptism. No, that ain't baptism according to what you understand. That's just a wash off. I'm not trying to do all that right now because that's not my reason for speaking. But I will say to you, when you go for a passport, they ask you to take that off. Take what off? Let me see the Pope's passport. Take what off? Tell me the truth. Show it to me. Oh, so when Mother Teresa was going for her passport or her matrimonial journeys, did she ever get a chance? Let me see her passport. Right. Right. Anyway, while we figure this out for the next generation, we want to make sure we are not trying to intimidate other persons. See, because we are people, but we're peoples. Yep, and we're going to stay peoples. Use a person, I'm a person. You use the restroom, I use the restroom. You throw up, I throw up. You eat, I eat. You drink, I drink. You sleep, I sleep. You pray, I pray. These girls here, they trying to really get it done. And the men too. You know, they're really trying to get their education together, but I'm wondering what's going on. Yeah, come on, Marvin Gaye. Yeah, what's going on? I'll tell you about that segment. And we going down to City Hall.